Now, this marks the third straight election that former President Trump accepted the Republican nomination.
Tonight also marked the first time all week the full Trump family was on hand, including his wife Melania and daughter Ivanka. A new CBS News poll out of this evening shows Trump with a growing advantage. He's up 5 points nationally now and 3 points across key battleground states. Tonight he spoke about uniting the nation.
Friends, delegates, and fellow citizens, I stand before you this evening with a message of confidence, strength, and hope. 4 months from now, we will have an incredible victory, and we will begin the 4 greatest years in the history of our country.
Donald Trump's speech covered a wide range of topics, from the attempted assassination on his life to the movement to make America great again.
Yeah, so how are Democrats feeling locally about the GOP nominee and his speech this evening? We wanted to bring in, she decided to stay over for Friday. Joining us in the studio, Carrie Hartman, of course, Executive Director for Lucas County Democratic Party. Carrie, thanks so much for staying up late with us.
No problem.
I guess first to get started, what was your thoughts on Trump's speech tonight? What are some of the things that maybe surprised you that he touched on?
It was a lot of words, but very little substance. He made a lot of promises, but no real plans to get to those promises. What mostly surprised me, though, was using the uniform of that firefighter that was killed at the rally as a prop. That didn't feel right with me. And when he kissed the helmet, it was just a little too much.
To the point of what exactly?
Theatrics, using this death as a way to further this sort of notion that God saved him from that assassination and now he is the chosen one. That just feels a little icky to me.
I got you. I got to ask, going into the Democratic National Convention, which is coming up, and I've got to read a couple of things from tonight. New York Times, CNN, both releasing articles. Several people close to President Biden say they believe he has begun to accept the idea that he may not be able to win in November and is getting ready to step aside. Your reaction?
I'm nervous. I will be at the convention in Chicago. I'm a delegate as an elected official. And so it makes me very uneasy that we are even at this point right now. I am personally very...
But don't you think this is something the Democrats have been preparing for over the last 3 weeks?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, not as a local Toledo official. I don't rise to that level of those kind of decision making. And in my opinion, I think Biden has done a great job in this first term. So it does kind of scare me to kind of jump ship at this point. And what does that mean for the election? I'm just hoping that whoever our nominee is, we can rally behind them, because Trump made it very clear tonight that he is beatable and that we can take advantage of this opportunity.
Was there anything that stood out as far as the bullet points from, that's a bad choice of words, any of the notions that President Trump put out there that changed from 4 years ago, 8 years ago?
No, he used a lot of the same talking points from 2016. Drill, baby, drill, which is odd because our crude oil production is the highest it's been in years under the Biden administration. And then building the wall along the border, and he continues to point to having the most secure border ever, and he keeps pointing at that magical chart too, but I'm not sure where his metrics are, because that's not usually something we measure, is the amount of illegal immigrants that cross the border. So it's a little bizarre to think that he stands on these promises and perhaps these falsehoods instead of facts.
We decided we wanted to give you both sides of what we had tonight, and Carrie Hartman, nice enough to stay over on a Friday morning, early Friday morning, to speak with us. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.